Connecting the Valley. This is NBC Palm Springs.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Olivia Sandusky.
I'm Mark Mester. We start this evening with the weather. That's tonight's top story. You're looking at time-lapse video of the tram cam up in the San Jacinto Mountains. This is earlier today. It's the very start of the Christmas storm that's descending over the valley right now. Down here on the valley floor, though, no white Christmas, but rain extending over a 3-day period. So it will be a stormy holiday filled with rainfall.
And some continuing coverage of the rainfall tonight. Our Brett Rosen joining us live on El Paseo. A lot of Valley residents trying to get some last-minute holiday shopping. And Brett, hopefully you and they are staying dry out there tonight. How's the weather looking?
Well, Olivia, it's dry here on El Paseo in Palm Desert. However, earlier it's been on and off all day with the rain here in the city. I spoke to different locals and residents who were out doing last-minute Christmas shopping, and even when it was raining, they all said the same thing, that nothing, not even weather, was going to get in the way of that last-minute Christmas shopping. Take a look. Today, if you were pulling into the parking lot of Rancho Super Car Wash, you were greeted with a closed sign. The weather may not be the Grinch, but staff tell me when it rains, they have to stop and go home. They lose hours and don't get paid. But while some businesses were forced to close down, some were still thriving, like the Honey Baked Ham Company, who saw a line out the door, full of customers who were doing their last-minute holiday shopping for dinner, like Kimberly Wood.
It's just a family tradition. We come here every Christmas for our ham.
Kimberly Wood says the rain would never stop her from getting what she needs, especially as the Christmas deadline looms. The same goes for Kristen Trejo, a mother who's taking advantage of mobile pickup options at Target for some last-minute shopping before she heads home.
I usually try not to go to the stores when it's raining. I like to try and avoid it, but since I'm heading back to Orange County, that's why I'm here today. Just need to get what I need and go.
And if you do find yourself out on the road like Kristen, CAL FIRE via social media put out a do's and don'ts list. They say to slow down on wet roads, give yourself more time as holiday travel may be heavier, and never drive through a flooded road. And if you're wondering what the continued coverage will look like with the storm coming in here in the Coachella Valley and how it might affect your holiday plans, you can see that continued coverage on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. Live here on El Paseo in Palm Desert, I'm Brett Rosen. I'll send it back in studio to Mark and Olivia.
All right, our thanks to Brett for that. Meantime, we're giving you a live look right now from our Agua Caliente Casino camera from Rancho Mirage. We're going to send things over to Pablo Alcina. Pablo, we saw the cloud cover behind Brett. You can see it right there in that shot as well.
Yeah, the clouds are going to start sprinkling a little bit more rain closer to 11 o'clock after midnight especially and heading into Wednesday. Currently right now a lot cooler than normal, 55 degrees. Lots of humidity, 83% because of the atmospheric river bringing in that extra moisture. And today we were spared of the heavy rain. So far, temperatures between 69 and 73 degrees. Currently 55 in Palm Springs, 56 in Desert Hot Springs, just 43 in Big Bear. Now rainfall estimates we're expecting between a ½ inch to 1.5 inches for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So keep an eye out for that. Our 3-day comfort air forecast. Wednesday, temperatures around the mid-60s, around 80% chance of rain. Again, the heavier stuff should start Tuesday night after midnight, heading into Wednesday morning and Wednesday afternoon. Thursday, we're expecting around 80% chance of rain as well. And on Friday, some sprinkles also. But still, it's going to be a wonderful Merry Christmas. And hey, some rain is good, just hopefully not any flooding. Back to Olivia and Mark.
Pablo, thank you. Local cities are working to provide residents with the supplies you may need as the rain approaches. Officials saying sandbags are one of the most common resources you can use to prevent flooding. If you're a resident of one of the cities listed on your screen, you can pick up the sandbags at that location. They are self-serve, so you do need to bring your own shovel. And one tip, fill the bags about half or 2/3 full, making them a little easier to carry because they do get very heavy very quickly.
And cities are encouraging residents to sign up for emergency alerts as well. Citywide notification systems can provide timely notifications to those who register online. Text or voice messages will be sent to home phones, cell phones, even computers. City officials say this is how they can quickly notify you about fire evacuations or to find shelter or transportation information in the case of a disaster. You can sign up for these alerts on your city's website. Put them right there on your screen, all the cities. that we've noted that have alert systems in place. There's also Alert Rivco. That's for all Riverside County if your city doesn't have their own.
Cathedral City Public Works crews have also been clearing drains throughout the city in anticipation of this rain. Crews have been at approximately 60 locations throughout the area, including along Date Palm Drive, Dinah Shore, Ramon Road, Vista Chino, Avenida Maravilla, and Cathedral Canyon. Director of Public Works John Carolla saying it's also important for homeowners to repair their properties as well.
Homeowners have a responsibility too, because when their homes were designed, there was allowances made for drainage on their property, and they don't want their properties to flood. So what they need to do is make sure that their routes to pass that water to wherever it was supposed to go, the front of the property or back of the property, most properties it's at the front of the property, that the water has a clear path to get to the street. Make sure their rain gutters are clear, make sure the downspouts are clear.
You can also go to NBCPalmSprings.com for a full list of tips to protect your home from this incoming storm.
The holiday travel rush is officially underway, and today is expected to be one of the busiest days on the roads. AAA says more than 109 million people will be driving to their holiday destinations this week, with today, Friday, and Sunday shaping up to be the heaviest travel days. Our Alondra Campos tells us what drivers are seeing, and a bit of good news tonight at the pump.
With cars packed, gifts loaded, and GPS routes set, drivers across the valley are hitting the road for the holidays. AAA says today marks the first of the 3 busiest driving days this week, with Friday and Sunday expected to be just as congested.
I would say probably in Tijuana and celebrate with my family.
On your way to Tijuana during this time of year, do you see any traffic?
Oh, a lot. Yes, a lot of traffic going in and out.
This year, more than 109 million people are expected to drive to their holiday destinations, a 2% increase from last year. In the Coachella Valley, that increase means more traffic for visitors and local residents.
It still takes me about 25 minutes to get home. Usually it takes 15 before, so it's adding some time to my ride.
And although the heavy traffic may be testing some drivers' patience, the cost to fill up is offering a bit of holiday cheer.
Today it was only $45. Seriously, so I know that it's dropped that way because I'll easily pay $60 usually to fill up.
I was putting $50 and now it's $30 for the full tank.
And prices could continue dropping as 2025 comes to a close.
Statewide average now $4.26 a gallon, and it's down significantly here from where we were just earlier this fall. The average fill up compared to last month, if you're driving a minivan, could be $5 to $7 lower every tank. And if you're driving a pickup truck, it could be a $10 to $15 savings compared to where we were a month ago.
Petroleum analysts say a combination of strong supply and softer demand is behind the dip.
While there's been a lot of refinery issues this year, for now at least, with demand lower in the colder months, demand for gasoline has declined, and California is also seeing now more gasoline arrive from areas as far away as Asia with the shutdown of refinery in Southern California. So that additional supply that's coming all the way across the Pacific has helped keep gas prices lower. So if you're traveling out of the state, you're going to encounter falling prices. Now, if you're heading out of the state to places like Nevada or Arizona, you're also going to see much, much lower prices.
And AAA recommends you plan ahead if you are hitting the road in the following days. Make sure your car is road ready before heading out. We have a local alert for you this evening. The California Highway Patrol is urging drivers to slow down and to drive sober during the Christmas holiday or face enforcement. The focus will be on impaired driving, speeding, and reckless behavior. The annual holiday enforcement period begins Christmas Eve at 6 o'clock. It runs through late Thursday night with all available officers on patrol. Last Christmas, CHP officers arrested more than 300 drivers statewide. That was for driving under the influence. They issued over 2,200 speeding tickets, including more than 130 drivers who were clocked driving over 100 miles per hour. 17 people were killed in crashes within CHP jurisdiction during last year's holiday period. Local CHP officers across Riverside County will be out in full force, along with sheriff's deputies and city police departments conducting checkpoints and extra patrols.
There is new data out from Riverside County animal shelters, which shows that euthanasia rates are down this year, but overcrowding is still an issue. The Riverside County Department of Animal Services reports life-saving rates reached their highest levels between January and September. Adoption rates climbed to 81% for dogs and 72% for cats. The data also shows the number of animals euthanized dropped by nearly 2,000 compared to last year. Officials credit expanded adoption programs, rescue partnerships, and community engagement and say they are committed to saving more lives.
Coming up next on NBC Palm Springs, 2025 was a wild year for cryptocurrency. The latest updates as we end December and a look back with Crypto Fits. That's after the break.
Plus a surprise reveal from Marvel has fans buzzing tonight. We have details on what was released earlier today. That's coming up in our entertainment report.
Committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 5.
Welcome back. Do you have your New Year's Eve plans in place yet? Well, if not, you may want to consider one of Agua Caliente's parties. Here's Thalia Hayden with more.
Hi guys, I'm here at Agua Caliente Casinos in Palm Springs where they are already preparing for the big New Year's Eve celebrations. Behind me is where the main stage will be. So much to talk about. So we have Alex Bonet with Agua Caliente Casinos to give us all the details on what's happening. Hello.
Hi, Thalia. How are you?
I'm great. So we have 3 different locations.
Yes, 3 different locations. I guess we'll start here in Palm Springs. We have our outdoor celebration where we close off this whole portion of the block. We have the Ben Mallard Band coming, DJ Micah Gold, photo opportunities, food trucks, and of course, Midnight's Fireworks Extravaganza, which is always so beautiful, so grand, so amazing.
A great way to ring in the new year. Let's move to Rancho Mirage.
Rancho kind of elevates the experience with a paparazzi red carpet. So when you pull up to valet, you can walk down, get your picture taken, and feel like a star.
Yeah, with everybody being dressed up. That's
fun.
amazing.
It's amazing. And then you can move on to Casey and the Sunshine Band. And this year, Sister Sledge is going to open for them. And Band. We have a free after party with $1 Million Band in the show. So if you can't make it to Casey and the Sunshine Band, you can go into the show and enjoy the countdown to midnight for free.
And then we have Cathedral City, where it's an adult experience, right?
Yes, 21 and over, but it is our free event. And this one, we're going to have a band and DJ. And at midnight, we have a drone show in partnership with Cathedral City. This is the largest and first ever midnight drone show to take place in the Coachella Valley. There's about over 500 drones that are going to fly, and it's just a sight to see.
And people who are sensitive about the animals and the drones, and this is great for that.
Yes, quiet, beautiful, grand.
Thank you so much for your time. We're so excited.
No, we're so excited. We can't wait to have you all join us to ring in 2026. And thank you, Thalia.
You're welcome. And I'll be right there on the main stage with everybody. So we'll bring you updates on what's happening at the casinos throughout the next week or so leading up to New Year's Eve. Back to you.
All right. Our thanks to Thalia for that. We got some great news to report this evening. The Palm Springs High School's Spirit of the Sands Marching Band just received a generous donation following our report on the band's trip to Italy. The band has been selected to perform in a New Year's Day parade in Rome, Italy. A recent social media post revealed that one viewer saw our report and instructed his foundation to cut a check to the band for $25,000. NBC Palm Springs spoke to some band members about their efforts to raise funds so that this trip could happen. There's the social media post we were just referencing. The trip, though, is around $3,500 per band member. We told you about that last night, so as you can imagine, the band still needs some help. If you'd like to help them out, just head to our website. That's NBCPalmSprings.com.
2025 has been filled with ups and downs for cryptocurrency. Here's Crypto Fitz to explain.
We are 2 days away from Christmas. If you were hoping for Bitcoin at 100,000 under the tree, well, you might have to settle for a stocking stuffer. This is your holiday download, so let's wrap this year up. First, let's address the reindeer in the room, Bitcoin. We are currently trading right around 90,000. Yes, we dipped from the highs, and yes, the extreme fear meter is blinking like a broken string of lights. But zoom out. We started the year in this neighborhood. This 90K level is major support. If we hold this through the holidays, 2026 is going to be a rocket launch. Now, the biggest story of the week, the changing of the guard, or what many are calling the CFTC shuffle. Just days after Acting Chair Caroline Pham dropped the mic with that historic spot trading approval, the Senate officially confirmed Michael Selig as the new chairman of the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. Why does this matter? Well, Selig is a former crypto lawyer. He gets it. He's not here to kill the industry. He's here to build the guardrails. Pham lit the fuse, and now Selig is going to fly the rocket. As we close the book on 2025, remember what we accomplished. The Genius Act is law. Stablecoins are safe. The Clarity Act is teed up for January. Wall Street is fully integrated. The Wild West is over, and the Golden Age is starting. I'm Jimmy Fitz for NBC Palm Springs.
All right, we're giving you a live look tonight from our Indian Wells Golf Resort camera. As you can see, we're dealing with a lot of cloud cover tonight. Pablo Alsina is standing by for when we can expect more rain. That's next.
I'm Pablo Alcina, looking at this gorgeous Walter Clark camp shot. What do you notice? Lots of clouds and dark clouds at that, but they will not bring rain until later tonight, but it is gorgeous. We are in a flood watch for Tuesday nighttime all the way until Wednesday in the afternoon. Also a high wind warning up in Big Bear as well, so be careful. The flooding can run down the mountain quickly. We also did finally stop the trend of being temperatures hotter than normal. Usually we're at 68 degrees. Today a high of just 62, so the first of 23 days in December where we're below normal temperatures, the record high being 85 degrees set back in 1950. Future precipitation, if you fast forward, you're going to notice the rain clouds are going to start coming in after around 10 o'clock at night. So expect rain around 11 to midnight and then throughout the night and tomorrow morning. Rain estimates as much as an inch to an inch and a half if you add up Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So hopefully it's not that bad and the flooding isn't that severe. High temperatures today, 62 degrees only in Palm Springs, 64 in Palm Desert and Cabazon. Big Bear with a high of 50 degrees. Low temperatures you can see tonight, not that cold. 56 degrees in Palm Springs, 55 in Palm Desert. Tomorrow morning will be around 55, but again, you expect rain, so I doubt you can go out for that little walk. 7-day comfort air forecast, lots of rain for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Again, starting late Tuesday night through Wednesday should be the most rain we'll see, but we're also expecting rain on Christmas Day. I'm Pablo Alcina. Keep it here on NBC Palm Springs.
And now, NBC Palm Springs Sports with Caitlin Kelly, powered by Agua Caliente Casino.
Welcome back. She was born and raised right here in the Coachella Valley. Now professional boxer Gabriela Sweet Poison Fundora is making history inside the ring once again. The 23-year-old has been named Boxing News International Female Fighter of the Year. Gabriela's most recent fight came on home turf at Fantasy Springs Casino, where she defended all 5 of her world titles in front of a hometown crowd against Canada's Alexis Kubicki. Since turning pro in 2021, the Coachella Valley native has rocketed through the ranks, now sitting at a perfect 17-0 with 9 knockouts along the way. And we have some sad news coming out of the high school football community tonight. Michael Ramos Jr., a former football star at Yucca Valley High School, was shot in the head over the weekend while trying to break up a fight at a party. He is currently being cared for in the intensive care unit at Desert Regional Medical Center. However, after extensive testing, doctors have determined that Michael has no brain activity and has been declared legally brain dead as a result of the gunshot wound. In a statement released by the family, they're asking for privacy, prayers, and support during this heartbreaking time as they spend the last 48 hours with Michael before he's taken off life support. A GoFundMe account has been established for the family. You can find the link to that GoFundMe on the NBC Palm Springs website. Michael graduated from Yucca Valley High School just earlier this year. That'll do it for sports.
And now the Agua Caliente Entertainment Report, brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe is bringing back one of its most iconic action superheroes. Actor Chris Evans is back. Looking at the first look at Marvel's Avengers Doomsday, it was a trailer released just today. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Evans' return comes after previous comments he made about not appearing in the franchise again. The teaser ends with text on screen saying, quote, Steve Rogers will return in Avengers Doomsday. The Avengers will assemble in theaters next year on December 18th. We'll be right back.
Before we go, some fun Christmas programming. We've been showcasing holiday lights all month long with our holiday ambassadors, Sandy Claus and Scotty the Retired Elf. Christmas morning, 6 a.m., they'll be bringing you their Holiday Lights Christmas Spectacular. It'll have all the beautiful houses around the Coachella Valley featured and the story behind them. And then at 11 a.m. that day, we have an exclusive look at the living desert behind the scenes. I've been following along for the year. I can't wait to show you all of their amazing animals and how they make it all work all year long. It's a fun adventure.
I want to see the little animals. Super
the
cute.
bobcats are sweet, huh?
Super cute.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to do it for us. We're back here at 11. We'll see you then.